Welcome everyone and welcome to the Tamil Nadu Chief Minister's Trophy 2024 by the Sports Development Authority of Tamil Nadu and with the combination of Skyesports bringing us this amazing event. Look forward to the same. So far, we have witnessed basketball, then we have witnessed Street Fighter, that's NBA 2K25, and then Street Fighter 6. Now, Sanche, we are going to witness Formula 1. A lot of room. A lot of boom gonna happen. I'm Santa, gonna unleash the action to you. Go for the same. Hit the like button, go for the subscribe, and follow on the socials. So, Sanjay, get ready. We have been seeing a lot of action on the track. What's your opinion?
I'm really ready. I have my seat belts on because we are going to see some F1 cars on that tracks, and it is going to be really interesting. Really hyped up for this because F1 is something that is like becoming a thing in India too. There are people who are starting watching F1. They are becoming their fans, and I am a newbie to it, but I am one of it, and I'm really excited for it.
Absolutely excited for the same, and Skyesports proudly brings you this live action as a principal technical partner of the event and in association with ESAT, ESAT, and Tamil Esports Association. Now, let's look at the grid. We have Timothy, Dilip, KP, Kalanti, Vishal, Srishant, Pratik, Deepak Raj, and Mithran. So amongst these 9, only one gets the opportunity to move further. So let's wish them a big, big victory. For everyone, a huge congratulations, because reaching this stage is not that easy. You faced a lot of opponents. Okay, we'll talk more about that. Before we proceed, let's look at the tracks. We have Brazil and Australia lined up. The Red Bull Ring for Austria, and the Autodroma Jose Carlos race on the Brazil track. So, the first one, the track 1, about to begin in a moment. All right, I'm excited for track 1 because a lot of turns, a lot of corners which needs to be covered.
Yes.
Here we go, jumping into action. The quick warm-up has been done. Quickly moving through the ranks. Timothy, as of now, leading the lanes. Have to see if that could continue or not. A lot of action on the play.
Right now, the players actually taking down one lap to actually go on to the grids assigned to them.
Yes.
We actually got to know about the grids shown to us,
Mhm.
and really excited. We see the Timothy on the first grid, and let's see what is going to happen. I'm really much excited for this thing because you see, as you told already, in the Brazil this map, this is going to have many corners. You have
Yep.
to actually watch out not just your opponent's car. You have to watch out the corners. The corners are going to be
Yes.
really hard for you. They're going to bring some bad times. I have seen racers, I have seen players who just don't like this map because the corners it has some sharp corners, and we see the first fastest lap. Okay, the race is already started, and the fastest okay, we will be moving ahead right now. Timothy, we can see we have Dilip, Deepak Raj, Pratik Khanna, KP, Mithran, Srishant, and some. Okay, Kalanthi was disqualified from this session actually, so this is what it is.
It is what it is indeed. The race
Okay, we have
moving
it.
in. So Timothy, as of now, leading, and we have to see if that can be broken
It
by
is.
Dilip, Deepak Raj, Pratik Khanna, KP,
It is.
Mithran Srishant, Kalaniti K, and
It.
Vishal.
Hmm.
Okay,
It is
those
actually
two.
the qualifying round. You
Mm-hmm.
get the grid from here, so
Yep,
we
yep.
see the best one incoming from Timothy. So the grid 1 would be assigned to him. The grid 2 with Dilip. Then the grid 3 would go with the Deepak Raj, Pratik Khanna, KP, Mithran, Srishant, and the name goes on. We are ready with it. Yes, it was a qualifying round which we actually saw, and the race is going to begin. Yes, it is. Right now, we are into it. 18 laps in total, and we will see something really interesting. We see the grid 1 going in forward. We all know the main thing is from the 4 to 9th, you have to
Ooh.
have to actually watch out for them, because a great thing, a great displacement is going to happen at that point. Right now, we see the teams, the players actually moving really easily. But when we are heading towards the end, that is going to
Mm-hmm.
be after the 7th lap, we are going to get that tires are going to change. From hard, we'll see some one from shifting to medium, and we have to see what strategy they have to play. Oh my goodness, this is going to be a foul. A penalty has to be laid in out. No, Kalanthi was with the pit hole, so no penalty might be fouled in. And this is actually interesting thing going on. We are seeing the players actually racing right now without any overtake, but that might come at any moment. We see Deepak Raj, fastest lap comes in from Timothy. Timothy, as we see, is on the first position, and the fastest lap also comes under his name. A
Ooh.
crash or collision was actually going to happen, but I guess we have no collision in the first lap, I guess.
You see the engines revving time and again, boom, boom, and
Oh,
vroom, vroom. Timothy leading the lane, Dilip quite close by. It's an extreme close call. Have to see if they can take the bend, and
low.
extremely caution. A note has been mentioned. The lap 2 begins, 16 to go. Right now, Timothy is still leading the track with Dilip quite close by, Pratik right next to them. It's a close one for sure. Have to see how exactly they're going to bridge the gap. Kalaniti, Vishal, Srishant, Mitran, they have to buckle up a lot of time to cover. If this is the case, then it would just go in the favor. The second sector around the bend, a
Oh,
lot of corners to be covered and a close calls.
actually, you saw the 3 second penalty is actually going on with three players. Three players actually got it, but we see what Pratikana goes in, and Dilip was the guy who actually got into that first position. Timothy goes into the pit. KP into the pit. Let's see how fast they are going for. I guess they are going for the wingers. I don't know. I really don't know. No. It
Mhm.
was for the tires. So yes, they are going to go again. We see the Timothy and KP will be out of that pit very soon. But 3 second penalties, which we were talking about earlier, that has been laid on three players over there.
Hmm.
Because as we all know, while you are taking a turn, your two tires or three tires can be on that max to max. Three tires can be on that outside area. But when the fourth one comes, and then you get that penalty thing happening. That is the rule for the viewers to understand. That is why the players are getting that penalty under their name. And we see again Timothy going in. If we get to know, we will be getting to know in the end that which tires they will be using, because I have seen I guess Timothy was using the soft tires in the end. And for the viewers, in the F1 you cannot actually end up the race with the
Mhm.
tires we actually started with. That means that if a player like Timothy using a soft tires, he is not eligible. He is not allowed to end the race with that soft tires. But we see what we see right now. I guess race control 3 second penalty. One more penalty goes to Vishal over there. This is actually going to become very hectic for him, because in the end, even if he is finishing the race on the first position,
Mhm.
3 to 3 seconds or almost 6 seconds will be added to his time, which is going to make his life miserable.
Oh, has to be careful. The guide car taking them
Oh
further.
shit, one
Vishal
more.
making some moves that is not going in his favor. Srishant joins them. This is needed to be avoided. That gives the opportunity for Timothy to climb up slowly, steadily. No, he loses it slightly to KP. You see the moves on the board. Deepak Raj. Vishal climbs up.
Oh.
It's the move. The leap on the front. The right there on the bend, man. All that's needed is that little bit of lead with a wish. Oh my goodness.
Okay, Srishant and Timothy had a severe collision. So it's going to be one of them will be heading towards the pit, because the wingers might have got very much damaged. But we see Vishal actually got disqualified because
Yes.
constantly he was ignoring the yellow flags, and the rules has to be followed in a game. But we see what Dilip on the first position, Pratik on the first position. Oh my goodness! Overtake comes in. Mithran takes down KP over there, and moving forward would be looking to go on the third position, as he is going towards Deepak Raj. And slowly and steadily, this race is actually becoming quite interesting. Timothy, he went down to that pit for that tire change, but was that a very good strategy? We have to see, because uh, the one lap that you were looking for, the one
Mm-hmm.
pit hole that one stop you were looking for has been done. You cannot go for the next one, I guess, because it's just 18 laps. So major players will go for the one stop strategy, will not go for the two stop. If you're
Ooh.
going for the two stop, that is going to cost your time and the position as well. Moving forward, right now is the opportunity for the players. Might be after the two more rounds, the overtakes might come in, but we see what Mitran actually going in. But Timothy goes down again into the pit. Again, the second stop incoming for him. I don't know what. I guess the wingers or the tires, something related to it, will be there. Oh, Dilip, he gets that 3 minute or 3 second. I'm really sorry, warning. Moving forward, overtake comes in. Pratik Khanna,
Oh.
KP goes to the third. Mitran goes to the third. Srichand,
Oh.
what happened?
The yellow flag, the yellow flag. Timothy back in the pit. That's a big one for him so far. In the earlier laps, he was the one on the lead. And now you see him at 7. Dilip, Pratik, Khanna, KP making the best of the situation. Mitran and Srisan slowly climbing up the ranks. A lot of time needs to be covered. Those flags need to be avoided, otherwise those penalties are gonna cost you big time. A quick tight turn, yet executes beautifully, saves on the timer, quick seconds revealed with that. Timothy plus 17. My goodness, Sanjay, that's a lot of time to cover. A quick caution, a flag has been raised. Fifth lap on the move. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for Mithran to climb up the ranks. Can he overtake KP? Begs the question. The fastest lap by Dilip, of course. Vroom vroom, says the player.
Dilip, he knows that a 3 second penalty is on him, so he is going with that speed. He is going for the fastest lap. He has to go. But on the other hand, we are seeing Timothy. He already had two stops, and KP with one stop. So two stops actually in this 18 lap. No, in the sixth lap, you are having the second stop. It is quite concerning why you are going for the stops. And we see the tires right now. KP with that hard tire, so hard tires are going for the long-lasting thing. Soft tires, they have the speed. They have the speed in them, but they are not long-lasting. But medium, as the name suggests, medium. It is between the hard and the long. Medium, the speed will be less than soft one, but on the other hand, the longevity would be less than hard one. So it's in the medium. Moving forward, I guess we are with Timothy right now. Timothy moving forward. In the end, he has an opportunity because it's just the sixth lap. He has two stops. The races are not just way ahead of him. Moving forward, he will be meeting Srishant in a bit. But okay, on the other hand, we see Srishant getting the 3-second penalty for corner cutting. Corners need to be checked. The tires need to be checked where your tires are heading towards. This is going to come with experience. Dilip, on the other hand, is on the first. You see Pratik Khanna just 2 seconds away from him, moving forward steadily, slowly and steadily, trying to take that in. But Dilip moves forward and forward and forward. Timothy just 1 second behind. He can take him. He can take Srishant at any moment right now. But Timothy, the fastest lap with him, he has to do that because right now he can see. We can see he's just so close to Srishant. Will be overtaking. Yes, he overtakes. He takes that opportunity, but a collision happened. But that would not do so much to that. The wings will be fine. Moving forward, Timothy gets that sixth position.
Sixth position has to climb up time and again. They do the best at the seventh lap on the move. Dilip is leading them. Timothy is slowly trailing behind. I have to see if he can climb up or not. Plus 12 on the counter. That needs to be covered. Meanwhile, another penalty. It seems Srishant Mithran gets that 3 second. They need to be cautious not to continue the same. Otherwise, you saw what happened with Vishal. You saw what happened with Kalaniti. So that's a big time warning for the other players to avoid those collisions, not to go for the yellow flags. Dilip right across, man, a massive lead by the player. Pratik Khanna slowly climbing up right along with KP. A quick tight turn. These are the areas where you need to be cautious not to get off the track. And they comes the big one, the fastest lap. A minute and 10 seconds achieve. What a feat by the player.
This is looking very good. But on the other hand, we see the first position and the second position. The difference between them is 4 seconds. And Timothy, he is just 5 seconds. 5 seconds from Mithran over there. But it is a big difference right now. Let's see, will he be able to do that or not? Right now, we are on the 8th round. So next 2 rounds, it's going to be many players taking that first stops, I guess. Yes, they would be taking, and there's going to be something happening in the next 2 to 3 laps. We have to wait and watch. Pratik Khanna, 5 seconds distance from Dilip. This is going good, but not that one because slowly and steadily he's going way behind Dilip. On the other hand, KP is just behind him, just 2 seconds. On the other hand, we see Timothy. Oh my goodness, from 8 seconds he goes for the 2. I guess he's really close to take down Mithran over there. Yes, we see both of them in the one screen. And moving forward, Timothy, he is just blasting off. He's just near Mithran, going forward, taking on that corner beautifully. Again, one corner crossed beautifully. He would be going that. But Pratik Khanna, the guy got 3 second penalty. We have to see Timothy is just some centimeters away from Mithran. We see it right now in front of our screen. Overtake can come at any moment. Mithran versus Timothy. This is quite a battle right now going on. Timothy constantly trying for that overtake, but actually Mithran not giving that opportunity. But yes, we see, collision happening, and this is not a good collision, as uh, Timothy might get some hurt, his wingers might get some hurt, and he might be going for that one more stop, which could actually go costly for him. But on the other hand, we have to see that the fifth position is gained by him.
Agreed, agreed. You go for the pits and you saw what happened with Timothy. So that's the case with the others as well. The top two going for the pit, Pratik Khanna. Now, Dilip along with Srishant. Obvious fact that the tires need to be changed, a little bit of oil change. The pit crew on the move. Fast is the driver. Oh my goodness, man. That was less than 3 seconds, I believe. Beautifully executed. Lovely work by the crew. Meanwhile, KP continues for the same, moves on to the track. Is it going to be the one around the corner? Hardly merely seconds away from each other. A tight bend, and you see a lovely execution.
Okay.
No off the track, says the player with that, just behind the leap. Stop, man. A slight interval on the move.
Okay, as we can see in the race, that Mithran actually going for that pit. I get. Oh my goodness, what is just happening? Oh my goodness, Timothy, that has to be 10-second penalty. What you just did, you cannot do that. My goodness, yeah, he's just playing like I play in these F1 races. Casually going in from that ground areas to actually cover the next race. So that cannot be done, and a 10-second penalty lapped on him. And we see the tires, it is important, as I told. Now most of them are on medium tires, and both two, the KP and Mithran, are on that hard tires are not that they don't have that much speed, but what they have is they have longevity, they can go long, and they can sustain. But we see, as I told, this is going to be a lap after 2 to 3. We are on 10th and 11th lap. We saw players going onto the pit, which actually gave us something really different thing, to be honest. Timothy, that two stop thing in the really starting actually made him come here, but I guess ki actually something is more left. I guess Timothy needs one more stop, because he had two collisions with two of the racers. That is going to actually cost him, but we never know. We see Timothy and Dilip, they have a distance, but still a 4-second distance way ahead. But we have to see Srishant, 18-second distance from Mithran 18-second distance from Deepak Raj, is quite far away from him. Pratik Rana and Timothy, this has to be a battle which has to be shown, which has to be seen right now, because just 3 seconds and Pratik is moving quite fast. The distance is slowly and steadily being covered by him.
Agreed, agreed. The distance is being bridged very fast, very, very soon. You saw KP climbing up the ladder. Just another 6 laps to go. And with that, we'll get the winner for this particular race, for this particular map. Now, what begs the question is how exactly Pratik Khanna, Deepak Raj, Mithran, Srishant are going to buckle up. You see, KP, Dilip, and Timothy. Particularly, we have to talk about Timothy a lot, because right in the beginning of the laps, we saw him at the top, and then the pit happened. We saw him drop down the ranks, yet he did not stop moving further. He did not stop trying. In between, we see Srishant getting a 3-second time penalty. Be wary of this. I believe this is the third or the fourth, so we need to be cautious. So plus 20 on the clock. That's a lot of interval to cover. Mithran with plus 29. Meanwhile, KP, Dilip, and Timothy leading the board.
As you said, leading the board right now. We are almost on that 13th lap, 12th lap. We are on heading towards the 13th. Yes, the 13th lap already started in 7 races, actually racing in for that first position. We see Timothy and Pratik. That distance didn't go very much, but what we see right now, coming in, that attempt of overtake was not actually successful. This is looking good, but Timothy was actually able to move forward. Timothy takes that boost on, going forward. Pratik Khanna was not actually able to take that thing under his name, but something is going to protect him. He has to keep moving forward, because the way he's racing is quite impressive. He can still take down Timothy, take his position, the third position, the podium position, which we all talk about. The podium position, very important one. He can take him down. Quite a distance, but KP versus Dilip. This is going to be a battle right now. We see Dilip just behind KP, just behind KP. At any sort of time, at any moment of time, we might see him. The corners are calling him, and the 3-second warnings
Ooh.
on the other hand has been given to Timothy. The corners. It is going to be a game-changing thing right now. KP just wants to be good at the corners, and yes, as we said, the corners is going to show us an overtake, but no, this time two corners went it there, but no overtake coming in. This is just quite interesting, quite intense. Both the players are moving forward just some more, and Dilip was able to take that position again. He had the first position in the initial stages of the match, and again he had. But on the other hand, we have to also see Timothy. He went a little bit far away from the second position. 6 seconds. That is a quite thing to do still.
Agreed, agreed. A lot of things to be covered. Dilip and KP still on the lead. Here comes a big, big turn. Time for him to move further in the lane. Oh, slightly misses on the accelerator, but that big break had to happen. We spoke about this. The track is slightly difficult for the players to accelerate further. These turns are the one where the tires are going off the mark. And that causes a lot of penalty. A big one. This is the time he has to accelerate as long as possible, as fast as possible. Gets a slight window of opportunity. It doesn't allow the lead, not allowing him to bridge the gap. Have to see if KP can get the job done. Otherwise, the number one spot intact with the leap. Timothy slightly trailing behind the three. 5 minutes, 5 seconds to bridge the gap. Whereas Sanjay, we know on F1, even 3 seconds are huge.
Okay, on the other hand, I just saw that it is a quite wet track right now. Another penalty is going to go. Yes, another penalty is going to come. We see Timothy with 13 seconds of penalty. That is quite huge, to be honest. This that is why he's driving quite fast. But as this is a wet track for the viewers, I
Mhm.
must tell that a wet track, it is very hard to actually go on the corners. For the wet track, there are types of tires too. There are different types of tires. There are two to three types of tires, which actually makes the corner thing interesting. And
Mhm.
just as a soft, medium, and hard, there are different tires for the wet conditions. And the
Yes.
and in the we can also see we had certain collisions. Timothy going in that to the pit in the initial stages for a long time. That was because of his wings getting damaged. When the wings gets damaged, the the corner movement actually becomes very hard, really hard. You slip off that, and that is one of the main moments of the races when you have to take that corner. To actually fix that, your wings has to be fixed. That is why the players
True.
take that 7 second almost. Because if you are a very good racer, that would be 7 second break. But if you are
Mhm.
not, that would actually go much further, 10 to 12 seconds, and that is actually considered really bad. It's just the information for the viewers actually viewing what is happening in this race. uh, this is happening. Dilip, again, he's taking that lead, he's taking and becoming great in that. Timothy, the speed is not going that good. Deepak Raj with 3 second warning again. 3 second penalty.
Oh my goodness, man. These penalties totally taking the edge off the players. Timothy at third drops down a little bit. Dilip and KP leading. Complete denial for Pratik Khanna, Deepak Raj, Mitra, and Srishant. A big time trail behind. Yes, rightly mentioned by Sanjay. The track slightly causing a bit of trouble for a bit of challenges, as a matter of fact, for the players. Have to see if they can come up and buckle up. A lot of acceleration need to be done. The last lap on the board, gentlemen. Here is where, ooh, that's a lot of the tires. A lot has been lost. Pratik Khanna, another penalty. Be aware of the situation. I hope so that he gets
Oh,
covered that as early as possible. A lot of room has been happening around. Dilip and KP still on the lead. Timothy right across over there. But the top three spots, Sanjay, they have been performing consistently, while you see the others trying to reach up as early as possible. The last lap begs the question, who would gap it?
The last lap is actually going to start. The podium positions are almost done, but we see what a battle incoming between Timothy and KP. We see KP right now. Behind him was Timothy. This is looking interesting. This is looking quite a battle right now. KP moving forward. Timothy behind him. Behind him is Pratik Khanna. Anything can happen. Just one good race. Timothy, I guess it is looking possible, but it might not feel that it might happen because 3 second penalty might go in. 3 second penalty might go in at any time. Okay, KP versus Timothy right now. It is going to be battle. We are not looking on the first position. First position is under Dilip. You are not going to take that, but you have to watch out for KP and Timothy. 4 seconds. Oh, Timothy going more forward. 1 second difference. This is right now quite a battle. We might see Timothy and KP in just one frame in a moment, in certain moment right now, because it's not that far away. The 18th lap is there. This is the last lap of the race of the Brazil thing. We might move in with the next one then, but for the last thing, you have to actually race one. Time remaining. You saw the time remaining is just 3 seconds. Timothy moving forward slowly and steadily. He is looking that, but something really happened with him. Something really happened. 11 seconds. Oh my goodness, what just happened? A crash, I think, incoming, and he just lost that thing. He just lost that podium position. He goes on the fourth, but he's not that far away. But the time is not with him.
Time is
Oh,
off the question, my buddy, because if you don't time it in the races, you are going to lose. And we saw a big victory by Dilip. Right from the beginning, I was under the impression that Timothy was the one who would take away the flag, wherein right around the checkers flag, we see Dilip making some big moves time and again, and after each and every lap. So this is a learning opportunity for the rest of the players, that when you are at the pits, make sure tell the pit crew to fasten up, to buckle up as fast as possible. Otherwise, you saw what happened, and then the result. Here comes the leaderboard. Dilip on the move, Timothy right around, KP after that, Deepak Raj, and then the other players. A lot of numbers achieved. 25 points of massive lead. My goodness, to bridge the gap. Whew.
what a match it was, to be honest. That Timothy, I guess he might be on that. He might be on that second. He was on third, I guess. So
Hmm.
he had that opportunity to actually go on to that first or second position because of the two-stop strategy that actually costed him. We see major players actually going for the one-stop strategy because you had just 18 laps. The two-stop strategy actually is viable. It's good for the 29 laps race. That is a long one, but 18 laps, that is not a good thing. And
Agree.
you had two stops in just 6 laps, which actually made you play a game when your wings and the tires were not just that good. That is one thing. He has to actually think about it again because he came third. He might have come second or first if he had not done that second stop. That first stop was enough. The second stop, I guess, it came because of the wing one. If that tire change was not so quite early, that would be a easy thing for Timothy. He would be looking for that in the next round. But Dilip was another good racer. Dilip KP, there was something happening between them
Hmm.
in the very mid of the race. I guess it was the seventh or eighth lap of the game. That battle happening out. Then Dilip taking on all over
Yes.
KP, not giving him any opportunity to come back from there. What a race it was! But we have two disqualifications also because the
Yep.
rules are rules in a game in esports. You have to actually play with the rules, play according to them. If you're not just following them, a disqualification might happen.
Absolutely. A disqualification was around the pen. A lot of warnings were provided through the
Hmm.
game, yet the player kind of moved further, disregarding. So, with that, guys, let's jump into the next map. Now, we spoke about Brazil. That was a
Hmm.
tight map for the
Hmm.
players. Now, this particular one gives the players a bit of room, a bit of opportunity to accelerate further. Yes, we saw Timothy leading the chart. Now, this is where they will get the grades. So, the lead on the lead as of now, then just to talk about the names, Deepak Raj, Dilip, Pratik Khanna, Timothy, KP, and Vishal go for the move. Yes, because of the disqualifications, we are left out with only six on this particular track. Have to see who exactly would be the winner because this is a big one, Sanjay.
This is going to be an intense one because Dilip will be looking to actually take that thing. He has that 25 points under his name. He would be looking to make it further. Taking another podium position would actually help him a lot. But Timothy and KP, they also have an opportunity over here. Let's see which gamer, which racer is going to take this thing out. Right now, Timothy again, he will be getting that. I guess the first grid two. He's a good racer. I might think he might get. Yes, he gets that first one. He is having the fastest lap. Grid one goes to him. Deepak Raj with the second one. Vishal was okay again disqualified from the session. So first
Oh.
comes in Timothy, the qualifying race. It is for the viewers. Qualifying race
Mm-hmm.
is what from what you get the grids. Grids are the
Yes.
standing positions where the cars would be standing, the different cars, and we have the results in front of our eyes. Timothy, Deepak Raj, and Dilip, KP getting that fifth one. Actually, going to be quite a thing for him. Quite like miserable thing because you just don't want that fifth or fourth one to happen. But if
Hmm.
you have to just race well now.
Agreed. Best wishes
Hmm.
to all the players to go for the move, to go grab the positions, because there are a lot of points that needs to be covered. So this is the map where you have to go for it. Remember, you either win or you learn. Now, Timothy, as of now, leading the laps, leading the chart for now. Dilip and Deepak Raj right next to them, and KP climbs up slightly, leaves Pratikana and Vishal behind them. It's a lot of times the bumpers on the move, and if you're looking at your opponent's bumper, it is time for you to move up. Oh, that's a tight bend and goes off the track. It could be called a penalty. Luckily, it is not, but the tires take the toll of the situation. Now the car moving further. Timothy extremely taking the lead. Look at the gap they are maintaining. Timothy, Dilip, then Deepak Raj right next to them. A quick turn, a quick bend. Looks as if it's a quick call as well. Oh my goodness, a collision might happen. That could take a big chunk of the car.
Indeed, indeed. As this is Austria's map, and Austria's map is the shortest, one of the shortest map. So it's going to be quite quick races right now, and we might get the 18th lap thing very quick. That is one thing that racers have to keep in their mind. They will be having that thing into their mind. You see, the first lap is already done. It was quite quick. The race just started, and Timothy has to be the first and the fastest racer to do that lap thing. And Deepak Raj with the second position, Dilip holding the third, and the three podium position are going to be interesting to watch out because KP, okay, we have the possible strategies also. Yes, as we say, one stop strategy and the two stop strategy. Two stop strategy would be that if you go from medium to hard, but the one stop would be medium to hard to medium. That is one stop strategy. That is going to be a game changing strategy, to be honest. You're going on the hard one, you're getting a decent position in the race. Then one stop strategy, getting the medium tires, you get the speed along with you. Then you move forward, then you race forward and get that podium position under your name. That could be one of the strategies we see right now. It is Dilip moving forward. We can see Deepak Raj just in front of him. He might take him. He might try to take that position under his name. Might to overtake. Let's see, will he be able to do that or not? Just a second or
Ooh.
more, less than a second, and the fastest lap again. Timothy gets in, and the overtake comes in. The corners are going to change the story. The corners are going to change the story. Yes, they change as Deepak Raj again gets that position, the second position under his name. Dilip was able to do, but what just happened? What just happened? A collision might have happened, but Pratik Khanna comes from behind, takes the position, that podium position. Deepak is out of that right now.
Oh my goodness gracious. He had almost the lead covered till now. And this is what happens on the track, Sanjay. You miss on a bend, you miss on a movement, and that causes a lot of trouble. You see that happening with the clock increasing. Timothy and Deepak Raja as of now leading the track. Dilip, KP, Prashant Khanna, sorry, Prateek Khanna and Vishal slightly, not slightly, that's a big number for Vishal to bridge the gap, while Prateek Khanna has been slowly closing in on to KP. KP has to be wary of the situation, while Timothy and Deepak Raj, they are comfortable. They are leading the track, has a lot of room to move further. And Sanjay, we already spoke. This is the track where they can accelerate as fast as possible, grab the lead, move further, get the numbers on the board, and then move further. Lap 4 happening, gentlemen.
Lead lap 4 happening over there. Moving forward, Timothy, we see again he has that lead. We see KP can be taking out Dilip at any moment right now. Oh, the distance slowly and steadily increases. It is right now even Steven, to be honest. Dilip can actually go forward and KP has that opportunity, but I guess he is losing that speed. He's losing that speed. He should not do that, to be honest. He just don't want that to happen.
Ooh.
And we see right now what? A three.
Ouch.
Okay, disqualified again, Vishal. This is not a thing that you should that should happen with a racer.
Agreed. Totally agreed. Disqualifications. You need to be cautious, guys. You need to be cautious. So this is a learning opportunity for us as well, Sanjay. That you need to maintain the control on the car. You need to keep cool, calm, composed on the track. It's a nerve-breaking situation. Of course, I agree. The track has a lot of turns, a lot of twists, and then you see your opponent on the rear view mirror on the sides as well. So need to be cautious. While Timothy gains the lead for now, but that's a very close call between Deepak Raj and Timothy. Look at the timer, hardly three behind Dilip. Close call between Deepak Raj and Dilip. Now, I have to see if Timothy can climb up and can regain the control over the entire situation. We saw that happening earlier. We can see that happening again. So, what begs the question is how exactly Timothy is going to maintain the lead and how exactly Deepak Raj is going to follow him. While Dilip, KP, and Prateek around the bend, a quick grab over here. Not a lot of room to work with. And that brings us to the point, guys, where I would like to give a big shout out as well as thank you to the Tamil Nadu government to conduct the CM Trophy 2024 demo event. Huge thank you for the government for this big initiative. Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you. The initiative they have taken can actually become a very major important stages of esports in India. The way esports is rising, it could actually accelerate the way esports is right now in India, and very great initiative from the government, to be honest. Hope for some more coming in future, as this is a demo event. We might see the medal event. The demo event, as we already talked about, Santa, is
Mhm.
like this. So what would the thing that medal event thing would do? I'm just
Oh,
really excited for
yes.
that. 5 laps has been done. We are on the
Hmm.
6th lap, and Timothy getting that first position easy. And again, I guess this race is going to under his name. As we told earlier, the way this race is going, it's quite fast because Austria, one of the shortest maps in this F1.
Agreed. The shortest one in the segment, and yet the better one, I would say, because compared to Brazil, this is a better track. I would say Brazil has a lot of turns and twists. That's actually a question on the skill, so whether you would be able to take the turns and the twists or not. So, begs the question if the track can be covered. Timothy is still on the lead, a lot of gap maintained. Then you see Deepak Rajan Dilip fighting for that position for the second and the third. Close call, of course. Lovely moves by both the players. As and when they find a little gap, a little space, they immediately grab the opportunity. This brings us to the point. How far away is Timothy? You see the bumpers,
Oh,
and that tells you the entire story.
KP might take just, just behind the leap over there. Might just take
Hmm.
him down. Overtake can be coming, but we have to wait and watch because the timer. You see the difference left. The corners are going to
Hmm.
change the game every time they do because driver has to slow down his vehicle, and that is that opportunity for the behind guy to actually come in, overtake the other guy. You see, slowly and steadily, Dilip will be worrying about his place right now because KP is just running behind, and we see them both in just one frame, taking on that position, trying for that third podium position. Dilip is giving his best. KP is giving his best. We might see one of them actually taking up, but Timothy goes for the first stop of the game, goes for that first stop, and which makes Deepak Raj right now on that first position. This is the perfect time for Timothy to go on that stop, because eighth round you had that soft tires, it's now gone. You have to go for the medium or hard one. He might have went for that hard one. Don't know what he might have gone, but I am guessing that hard one he might have gone for that. But slowly and steadily, KP goes for the third position because we all know that Timothy went down.
Oh my goodness, man. That was a massive lead he covered so far into the game, and unfortunate situations happen. Happened on the track one, happens on the track two as well. Track one, he went into the pits, and that's where the situation turned around. This gives an opportunity, a big one for Deepak Raj and Dilip to grab that big time. Look at the difference they have maintained amongst themselves. Now, Dilip and Deepak Raj have been fighting for the number one and the number two earlier at the number two and the number three, and now at the top two. Now, the pit window closes, the game gives you an interval, have to move it or just lose on the opportunity. Pratik Khanna trailing far behind the top four. This tells us a lot about the game. A 3 seconds interval over there. Deepak Raj obviously taking the best of the situation. Lap number 9 happening right now.
Okay, this is getting quite interesting. That second and third position, their battle is never ending. Dilip
Mhm.
just before KP, and KP just behind Dilip. This is a right now a thing to be watch out for. Overtake, when that overtake is coming, because the gap is just merely, oh, but KP again goes behind. Timothy slowly and steadily will try to take down Timothy too. Timothy would be looking that KP goes down, but KP would be looking that Dilip goes down. And Dilip, he has no chance right now for the first position because it's a quite long distance between both of them. Okay, pit coming in, pit coming. One of them went to the pit. KP goes to the pit right now. Maybe for that, tires would be the same tires. And Timothy, the fastest lap goes into his name because
Uh
right now he
oh.
got that. Oh shit, what a game right now he's playing. He got that podium position, goes for the second, goes for the second one. That is actually some quite good racing. KP, was this a good time for that pit? I guess some early stages you might have gone for that, but we never know. You have gone. Now the time is right now not in your favor. He has to come back. He has that opportunity. He will come back. But let's see, will he be able to take that first or second position or not?
That remains the question as of now. Yes, will you be able to get that or not? Timothy definitely made some big, big moves. He did that on the track of Brazil, now in the track of Austria. Slowly he's trying to gather the lead. Just a stop left of lap number 10. A lot of challenge happening. The next seven going to be the big ones, which would decide the fate of these players who would get the first, the second, and the third. Oh, the fastest lap. Oh my goodness, man, Timothy. The man of the hour. Definitely grabbing each and every opportunity to go for the lead. Deepak Raj, as of now, comfortable enough. A lot of room for him to work with. No one in the front, so no collisions. Takes a quick look on the mirror and doesn't find any. Has a massive lead as well. So, Sanjay, that gives him the room to move further. Room goes the player.
Indeed, right now, I guess there's going to be a really hustle bustle right now because we are into the last laps. We are going on that 12th lap in a moment. Then just 6 laps remaining. One stop has been taken. Deepak, he has to take that stop, and that is going to be crucial. That is going to be crucial. A very big opportunity will come for Timothy. He would be looking for that. He is just waiting for that. If the moment Deepak Raj goes to that pit, oh, he goes that. He goes in, and Timothy will be getting that opportunity. He goes on the first again, gets that position. My goodness, this is some good, great racing.
Agreed. Some good, great racing, of course. Maintaining the decorum of the race, taking the lead, not allowing anyone to close into the gap. Deepak Raj plus 11, plus 12 on the clock. How did you miss on those many? KP, my goodness, man, not gonna be easy. Well, if you have to bridge the gap with Timothy, you have to make some quick, tight moves while making sure that you are not going for the penalties, disallowing them. I have to see. Now, moving in, lap number 12. Sanjay, it has been quite an intense day, yet these players are remaining cool and calm. The guide car, next to that, you see some good moves moving into the lane. Beautiful cars.
Beautifully, beautiful race right now going on. Okay, Timothy had that medium tires. I don't think so. He's going for one more stop. I don't think so. He's going to carry on with those tires again, and hard
Mhm.
tires with KP. Pratik Khanna with hard tires, soft tires. Deepak Raj and Deepak. He just went out of that pit, but still has soft tires. If he has just installed those soft tires, it is good. But if he hadn't changed those tires, if it is from medium to soft, it is good. It is from If it is from hard to soft, it is good. He's going to get that second or third position for sure. But if it is not changed already, this is going to be a very hard time for him, because one more stop, you cannot afford that. Right now we're in the 13, just 5 more laps, then we know who is going to win it overall. This is the second map, to be on to all the viewers. This is Austria's map. The first one was won by Dilip. It was on the map of Brazil, and we are right now not Austria's. Moving forward, Timothy right now in the first position. Second goes to the Deepak Raj. Third to Dilip. Fourth to the Pratik Khanna. Fifth to KP. KP actually struggled a lot to get that second or third position, but that pit didn't went under his name, didn't went the way he thought. And right now on the fifth position, Pratik Khanna, he is just way behind, way ahead of him. Would not be looking to get that fourth position too. KP, not a very good race this one. It has been for him. But Deepak Raj, we see 3 second penalty incoming. One more reason we saw more penalty incoming from that previous race was that a rain was actually being done there, and the track was wet. And when there's a track is wet, you have to actually go for the two different types of tires, inters and full wets. It's just like the soft and medium. It's just more elaborated version. When you are in wet condition, you have to use a different types of tires. But the game is already over, so I might not talk much about it. Let's talk about the race. It's looking all over. Timothy is all done for that first position. Deepak Raj is all done for that second position. Dilip is all done for the third position. This is my predictions right now going on.
Agreed, agreed. Well predicted, Sanjay, and hopefully that is the case. Just have to wait for another 15th lap, gentlemen. And the game is taking a big, big turn over there. A lot of players have been disqualified. We are left out with the last five. Have to see who would be the winner of this particular track. Track Austria, big time challenges for the players. While we see Timothy, Deepak Raj, and
Oh,
Dilip flying in the
oh,
colors, talking about the same what up, and a quick reversal
Pratik.
avoids a collision. The tires are going to take a lot of toll. My goodness, that's not supposed to happen. A bit of caution has been provided. Lap 15. Here we go. My goodness, man. That's what happens when you slightly mistime your trigger. If you do that, this is the result of that. And that increase the time gap between the cars, between the players. Slightly troublesome to see that.
Pratik Khanna, as I said, by looking at the timings, that it's not looking good for KP. KP might end up at the fifth position, but Pratik Khanna, I guess the wings were not working properly. One of them would be indeed, it would be damaged. That is why that sort of turning we saw. we see that uncontrollable turning when the wings are not working properly, they are damaged. And Timothy, as we saw, just 2 laps remaining right now into this game, then we will be getting our winner of the F1 race, who is going to be Dilip. 10 points under his name if he comes third, which might take his score to 35. Timothy came third. He had 10 or 12, no, 12 points for the third, 12 points under his name. Dilip will get 12 points, which would take his score to 37. Timothy was third, so his score is actually 12 or 18. I don't remember. If it's 12, getting 25 would take him to 37 too. That is going to be interesting.
Absolutely interesting for sure. Lap number 16 brought in a lot of challenges, but the players have rose up to the situation. They got the control on the place. A lot of power has been unleashed. You saw how the cars are revving further, the engines sounding so beautiful. Yet a lot needs to be achieved. A lot needs to be covered on the track. Lap 17. Quickly gonna move to 18, and then we'll see the winner on the board for this particular track. The last 2 laps, gentlemen, this is where you have to buckle up. Yet Pratik Khanna, KP, a lot to be covered. Dilip, Deepak Raj and Timothy, of course, they are comfortable on the consistent performance positions.
They are right now comfortable, and we have our winners already, because one
Yes.
lap is not going to change the overall race, because the timings, the distance between the two races is quite large, and this cannot be taken off in just one lap, and you have to actually get 2 or 3 laps, because the overtake thing is going to take a quite a long time. And Timothy moving forward, the guy, I actually told him the second stop he took in that first race actually made him lose his hashtag first, hashtag two position. But this time
Mhm.
he had his strategy well set on. Eighth lap, he took that important stop, which actually made him quite comfortable. The best time to take that stop was that eighth stop, because he had the soft tires. They were now getting out of his hands, because after the seventh or eighth round, the tires actually get burnt up, get heated up, and you are not able to actually race from them. So you have to actually change that. So much actually is actually coming in, and Timothy, we might see him winning the race anytime soon.
Agreed, agreed. Winner about to be there on the board extremely sooner than we expected. This is the last lap. Just few more to move on. Just the last meters moving, and have to see at any point of time. We see the winner being flagged. The checker flag gonna go up. And we see Pratik Khanna. My goodness, that was a heartbreaking situation. 3 seconds, another penalty clocked in. With that, KP,
We
Dilip,
are done.
Deepak Raj, Timothy, quite comfortable. Deepak Raj about to bridge a lot of gap, I believe. So Timothy has comfortably moved up the ladder. A lot has been covered on the track. Kudos to the play. Well timed trigger moves. Otherwise, controlling this car is not that easy. The formula moving further. Have to see if the equation would work for the player or not. Deepak Raj right across. Lot of room to cover, and we see a quick turn about to happen. The flags have been raised. With that, Timothy, the leader, the last few moments.
Indeed, right now we might get our winner anytime soon. Timothy would be headed as a winner. Dilip, the third position. So I guess Timothy might emerge as the winner. It's going to be the point difference that is going to play an important role here. And yes, it is. Formula One, the Chief Minister's Trophy 2024 winner is Timothy. What a racer! That was indeed. Okay, this circuit winner. I am really sorry for that. This circuit, the Austria circuit winner is Timothy, and what a race! To be honest, that was. I was really excited the way he played. The strategy change was like perfect.
Agreed, agreed. See, Timothy has performed so well that we felt he will be the winner on track Brazil as well. Unfortunate situations. The pit stop kind of led to the trail where he kind of fell behind the track. A lot of time needed to be covered. Still, he maintained his consistent performance and slowly climbed up the chart. Deepak Raj and KP as well performed amazingly, while Dilip was so close by. Now, it's an extremely close call on the leaderboard. I'm waiting to see who exactly is the winner, the overall winner, while Timothy was the winner for the prior track, for the track
Hmm.
Austria. So, this brings us to the point where the games are over. It's up to the leaderboard. We'll get a call pretty soon and we will inform you about the next set of rounds. Just waiting for the leaderboard to get updated. Sanjay, while we wait for the leaderboard, we did enjoy this LAN event. So proud to perform casting for the same. We'll talk about that. Meanwhile, let's take a quick look at the leaderboard. Here comes the charts. The time for the hour.
Oh,
Dilip has
Dilip.
been crowned, and that too 40 points. Timothy, such a close call. 37 points. Hardly 3 points of difference between them. This is what happens on the track, guys. You miss on few seconds and you lose a little bit. You win a lot over here. Again, it's either you learn or either you win or you learn. Nothing other than that. And the champion, Dilip, the man of the hour. What a beautiful execution. A lot of map has been covered, and this guy rising up to the situation. Amazingly executed moves. Every turn, every band covered, and getting a lot of lead. Got a lot of lead on the track.
Okay. So it was Dilip winning that overall Chief Minister's Trophy 2024 F1 winner. Indeed, Dilip, like the first circuit, it was what a race. In the end, he was able to take that first position. Timothy would be just like getting the thing like, why did I took that second stop at that moment in just the sixth lap? Gave the sixth round. In the sixth round, he gave that second stop, and that actually made the things worse for him.
Agreed. Those situations were unconquerable, and from there on, it was like a domino effect, which led towards the lead. Their recovery was slightly not so possible. So, guys, to sum it up, we began the day with the amazing game of NBA 2K25. A lot of dunks, a lot of baskets, and we saw a beautiful play from the player and an amazing victory as well at the end, while it was heavily counted by their opponents. Then we saw Street Fighter 6. Oh my goodness, man. From basketball to punches and knockoffs and those kicks on the gut, a lot of action unleashed. From there, we moved on to the smooth tracks of Brazil and Austria in F1. Lovely execution by the players. Thank you so much for the Tamil Nadu government for the CM Trophy 2024 demo event. Yes, Sanjay, we spoke about it. If the demo event is so big, if the demo event brings us such a big time action, need to wait and see how exactly the media, how exactly the medal event would be. With that, Stream C about to be over. We have Stream A and Stream B running, where you'll see BGMI action being unfolded, the love of the game. And then on Stream B, you'll find Pokemon Unite. So go check out those streams, guys. It's time for Sanjay and me to take a call. You'll also see the award ceremony on Stream A. So be on the lookout. Sanjay, before we leave, any words?
No, it was just a great experience, Santa. A great initiative by the government, and I hope such events come in near future too. And this actually gives some opportunity to the new talents, and this will actually give some opportunity to a new India in terms of esports. This is going to rise the esports scene in India.
Agree.
Really thankful to the government and everyone who is involved in it. Every guy who is involved in this function in this tournament. I'm really thankful for it, and this is what it is. And guys, so it is the time to end this stream. It was me, Sanjay. Alongside was me with me was Santa. You are watching the CM Trophy 2024 Stream 3. This is our time. See you soon.